Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. 90-Day Fiancé. Stacey Silva calls out Georgi for insulting and making fun of her twin sister Darcey. When it comes to the Silva twins, drama is never far behind. Fans of 90-Day Fiancé and its spin-off Darcey and Stacey know that these glamorous high-energy sisters live for big moments, whether it's fashion, love, or family clashes. And now, tensions have reached a fever pitch after Stacey Silva confronted her fiancé-turned-husband Georgi for what she says was blatant disrespect toward her twin, Darcey Silva. The fallout came after a particularly heated evening, where Georgi allegedly made snide remarks and poked fun at Darcey during what was supposed to be a celebratory night. For the twins, who share nearly everything from businesses to Botox, nothing cuts deeper than feeling like someone is targeting their sisterly bond. And for Stacey, that line was crossed. The scene that sparked it all. According to insiders and teasers for the upcoming Darcey and Stacey episode, the drama began during a dinner out with close friends and family. The twins, dressed in glittering outfits, were already in high spirits, but Georgi's mood reportedly soured early in the evening. Darcey, known for her emotional openness and sometimes teary vulnerability, made a toast celebrating her sister's love story. It was heartfelt, a little long, and true to Darcey's style, peppered with emotional pauses. But instead of joining the applause, Georgi was caught on camera rolling his eyes and muttering under his breath. "You always make it about you," Georgi allegedly said quietly, smirking as he mimicked Darcey's dramatic hand gestures. Several guests noticed, and soon enough, Stacey herself saw her husband making faces while her sister spoke. That was all it took for fireworks to begin. Stacey snaps. The Silva sisters have always presented themselves as a package deal. Where one goes, the other isn't far behind, and when one is attacked, the other rises to defend. So when Stacey caught Georgi mocking Darcey, she wasted no time calling him out. "Don't do that," she said sharply across the table, her tone sending a chill through the glitzy restaurant. "You don't disrespect my sister like that. Ever." At first, Georgi tried to laugh it off, brushing his hair back with that trademark aloof expression fans know all too well. "I was just joking," he insisted. But Stacey wasn't having it. "Joking? That's not a joke. That's insulting," she shot back, her voice rising. "Darcey's my twin, my blood. You don't make fun of her. If you mock her, you're mocking me too." Darcey's reaction. For Darcey, who has weathered years of criticism from exes like Jesse Meester and Tom Brooks, the moment was both painful and validating. On one hand, she's used to men belittling her tears, her dramatic speeches, her endless search for true love. On the other, seeing her sister step in so fiercely reminded her why the Silva bond is unbreakable. Darcey's eyes welled up as she whispered, "Thank you, Stace. That means everything to me." The camera reportedly captured her holding Stacey's hand under the table, a quiet show of gratitude in the middle of the storm. Fans react. Once clips of the confrontation leaked online, fans wasted no time taking sides. Many praised Stacey for standing up for her sister, applauding her loyalty. "Say what you want about the Silva twins, but Stacey was 100% right," one fan tweeted. "Georgi always seems annoyed at Darcey, and it's not cool. That's her sister." Others, however, felt Stacey was being overly dramatic. "Come on, it's clear Georgi was just joking," another viewer wrote. "If Darcey can't take a little humor, that's on her." But the overwhelming consensus leaned toward defending Darcey, with many recalling the long string of men who have, in their eyes, belittled or used her. A pattern with Georgi? This isn't the first time Georgi has been accused of disrespecting Darcey. Longtime viewers recall that even when he and Darcey briefly dated, their relationship was fraught with arguments about his attitude and lack of emotional support. Some fans even speculate that Georgi feels threatened by how close the sisters are, leading him to lash out in subtle digs and jokes. Stacey, however, has made it clear that she won't let anyone, including her husband, drive a wedge between her and Darcey. "My twin is my heart," she once said in a confessional. "If you can't respect her, you can't respect me." What this means for Stacey and Georgi. The fallout from this incident could have major consequences for Stacey and Georgi's marriage. Viewers know their relationship has never been smooth sailing, from prenuptial arguments to cultural clashes. But Stacey drawing such a hard line over Darcey may force Georgi to rethink how he behaves around his sister-in-law. Sources close to production hint that Stacey gave Georgi a stern ultimatum after the cameras stopped rolling. Respect Darcey, or risk their marriage crumbling under the weight of tension. It's not just about Darcey, Stacey reportedly told him. It's about how you treat people I love. If you can't respect my family, then what are we even doing? The bigger picture. At its core, this drama isn't just about a single eye roll or sarcastic comment. It's about the unique bond between the Silva sisters. Darcey and Stacey may bicker, compete, and occasionally push each other's buttons, but their loyalty is ironclad. When one hurts, the other steps in. When one is insulted, the other takes the hit personally. That sisterly devotion is part of what makes them fan favorites, even when their over-the-top antics leave viewers shaking their heads. Love them or loathe them, the Silvas stick together, and they expect their partners to understand that. What's next? The fallout of Stacey calling out Georgi is set to play out over the next episodes of Darcey and Stacey. Will Georgi apologize sincerely, or will his pride get in the way? Will Stacey continue to defend her twin, even if it risks her own marriage? And most importantly, will Darcey finally feel seen and respected, not just by her sister, but by the men in her orbit? For now, fans are on the edge of their seats, waiting to see if Georgi can recover from the blowback, or if this incident marks the beginning of a deeper rift. One thing is certain. When you mess with a Silva twin, you're bound to face the full force of family loyalty. And Georgi, whether he likes it or not, just learned that lessons are never far from drama, but this time, the heat didn't come from Darcey's dating life or Stacey's marriage struggles. It came straight from within their inner circle. In a shocking turn during a recent filmed event, Stacey Silva confronted her husband, Georgi Rusev, for allegedly insulting and mocking her twin sister Darcey Silva. What was supposed to be a glamorous night of celebration spiraled into one of the Silva sisters' most heated family confrontations to date. A glamorous night gone wrong. The scene began with all the elements of a Silva soiree: sparkling dresses, rhinestone heels, champagne flutes, and plenty of big hair. Stacey and Darcey had invited close friends, castmates, and family members to an intimate rooftop party in New York City. The purpose? To celebrate their latest fashion collection launch. Darcey arrived in her typical head-turning style, draped in silver sequins with her signature hair extensions flowing down her back. Stacey, never one to let her twin outshine her, wore a daring black number with crystal embellishments. Cameras captured the twins' excitement, their laughter echoing as they mingled with guests. But underneath the glitz, storm clouds were brewing. Georgi, who had been standing quietly at the bar sipping his drink, seemed unusually tense. Some attendees noted he appeared to be rolling his eyes whenever Darcey spoke, and a few subtle digs started slipping from his lips. The moment of disrespect. According to eyewitnesses, the drama escalated when Darcey began telling a light-hearted story about one of her past romantic adventures. In true Darcey fashion, she laughed loudly at herself, sharing how she once misread a date signals and ended up embarrassing herself. Guests chuckled politely, until Georgi chimed in. "Well," he said with a smirk, "maybe he ran away because you were already planning the wedding after the first drink." The table went silent. Darcey's face froze in shock, clearly wounded by the remark. Though she tried to laugh it off, Stacey immediately noticed the pain behind her sister's forced smile. Georgi, apparently emboldened, followed up with another jab. "Honestly, it's no wonder half your relationships end up on TV. They're more like soap operas than love stories." That was it. Stacey's protective instincts kicked in like wildfire.